SpaceX in the year 2050. About 18 years ago, Elon Musk started a rocket company with a single, clear corporate mission to create a sustainable civilization of humans on Mars. The company is singularly focused on this idea, and many of the people who choose to work there do so because they want to see humans on Mars as soon as possible, if only as a backup to civilization on Earth, where our species is under the constant threat of annihilation events. This is just the tip of the iceberg. By 2050, SpaceX plans to transport 80,000 people to Mars every 2 years, resulting in a population of about 1 million by 2075. Today we're going to talk about SpaceX in the year 2050. What does the tech billionaire Elon Musk have in mind for his space company for the next 3 decades? And will they be able to achieve it all? Well, stick around as we answer these questions and more, and take a deep dive into the future of SpaceX. So let's begin the video. SpaceX founder Elon Musk has made yet another outlandish announcement with an unrealistic timeline regarding his colonization of Mars. In a series of tweets on Thursday, Elon Musk revealed new details about his plan to build a city of 1 million people on Mars by 2050. Musk said he hoped to build 1,000 Starships, the towering and ostensibly fully reusable spaceship that SpaceX is developing in South Texas over 10 years. That's 100 Starships per year. Starship design goal is 3 flights per day average rate, so 1,000 flights a year at over 100 tons per flight, so every 10 ships yields 1 megaton, that's 1 million tons per year to orbit, Musk tweeted. Building 100 Starships a year gets to 1,000 in 10 years, or 100 megatons per year, or maybe around 100,000 people per Earth-Mars orbital sync, he added. So 1 million people by 2050, one Twitter user replied, followed by Musk's simple response, yes. Eventually, Musk added, the goal is to launch an average of 3 Starships per day and make the trip to Mars available to anybody. Needs to be such that anybody can go if they want, with loans available for those who don't have money, Musk wrote. Not enough to convince you to leave Earth behind? There will be a lot of jobs on Mars, he added. Starship, if realized as designed, would be the most powerful launch system ever created. Each launch would pack enough thrust to send more than 100 tons and 100 people into orbit at a time. Musk didn't specify what exactly the rockets would need to carry to Mars, but a lot of food, water, building materials, tools, and advanced life support systems are given. Thus, he estimated he would need a whole fleet of Starships to build a permanent settlement. Megatons per year to orbit are needed for life to become multiplanetary, he tweeted on Thursday. In total, 1,000 Starships could hypothetically transport about 100 megatons to stuff to Mars. That's the volume Musk has said he hopes to send to the Red Planet per year. With each ship ferrying about 100 passengers, that would make for a total migration of about 100,000 people. Musk also suggested he planned to capitalize on the brief windows of time that orbits of Earth and Mars align, which come every 25 months. That allows spacecraft to spring off the Earth's rotation and set themselves on a low-fuel journey towards Mars. Musk said he would take advantage of that opportunity by loading the Mars fleet into Earth orbit, and then sending all 1,000 ships on a Mars-bound trajectory over that 30-day window every 26 months. That seems to contradict an earlier tweet in which Musk said 1,000 Starships would fly to Mars each year, rather than every 26 months. Either way, SpaceX has a long way to go before reaching those goals. Musk said a new Starship prototype may launch before the end of March. First flight is hopefully 2 to 3 months away, Musk tweeted on December 27th. The development of the prototype hit delays after an accidental explosion during a fuel tank pressurization test on November 20th, which blew the top off SpaceX's first 16-story Starship prototype. The company could build as many as 20 different prototypes before engineers settle on a 1.0 design to fly cargo and people. The full Starship launch system would also include a 22-story rocket booster called Super Heavy. Combined, the whole thing would stand about 387 feet tall. During the launch, a Starship spaceflight would ride atop the booster, disconnect after the booster runs low on fuel, and rocket its way into orbit. Both parts are being designed to be fully reusable. If that vision comes to pass, Musk estimates that the cost of a single launch would be just $2 million. That would be hundreds of times cheaper than the current cost of launching a similar number of people and amount of cargo into space on any planned or existing rocket, including SpaceX's own Falcon 9 system. Musk said in September that he hoped to launch a Starship into orbit by mid-2020 and maybe even fly a person in it before the end of the year. Gwynne Shotwell, the president and chief operating officer of SpaceX, said during a NASA teleconference that the company was aiming to be able to drop Starship on the lunar surface in 2022 and fly the Japanese tech entrepreneur and billionaire Yasuda Maezawa around the moon in 2023. Musk thinks each Starship mission could launch for $2 million, with an individual ticket one day costing less than $500,000 and maybe even below $100,000, he previously revealed. This would be low enough that most people in advanced economies could sell their home on Earth and move it to Mars if they want, Musk tweeted last year. However, SpaceX will also develop a system whereby anyone who wants to go to Mars will be able to, with loans available for those who don't have money. However, all of those statements came before the Starship prototype explosion. SpaceX will also have to clear several regulatory and practical hurdles, including securing the safety of the residents in Boca Chica Village, which sits within 2 miles of SpaceX's Texas launch pad, before it can launch any prototypes into orbit. Helping to pay for this is why I'm accumulating assets on Earth, Musk tweeted on Thursday. So are you guys enjoying the video? The plan seems very idealistic, but is there a spaceship capable of carrying the humans to Mars? We have the answer, but do you? So while you think, do subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to receive instant notification about all our future videos. The SpaceX CEO said the rocket would take its first trip to the Red Planet in 2024, carrying only cargo, followed by a manned mission in 2026, and claimed other SpaceX products would be cannibalized to pay for it. The rocket would be partially reusable and capable of flight directly from Earth to Mars. Once built, Musk believes the rocket could also be used for travel on Earth, saying that passengers would be able to get anywhere in under an hour. To date, the Starship series of rockets have seen 9 test flights, some resulting in successful short-distance hops, while others led to explosions or crash landings. The most recent experimental launch, involving the Starship SN-15 prototype, took place on May 5, 2021, and saw the craft complete a 33,000 feet high altitude flight test into low-lying clouds, complete with successful ascent, engine cutoffs, flip maneuver, flap control, and a soft touchdown. SpaceX is planning to send 2 unmanned cargo ships to Mars in 2022 to set up support infrastructure and water mining systems. Most water on Mars exists as ice trapped in the polar's ice caps, and this would have to be melted in preparation for the first human inhabitants. The first crewed Red Planet mission for the rocket and 100-passenger Starship could then follow as early as 2024 if development and testing go well, Musk said. The initial SpaceX settlement on Mars would start with only 12 people, but would expand to 1 million within another 25 years, thanks to a rapid burst of commercial flights. Musk has stated that he'll be extremely disappointed if SpaceX has not landed humans on Mars by 2050. How realistic is this, and will he be able to achieve this dream? Only time will tell. So, do you think humans will colonize Mars by 2050? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to watch more of our amazing videos, then stay tuned.